What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with a daily crypto update. Today, we're going to be talking about kind of what's been going on in the crypto space over the past kind of week and a half. I really haven't been making videos, but I'm going to talk about why that's not necessarily a bad thing, and it's something that you should even consider doing. You don't always have to be doing stuff in this space, and in fact, uh, there's times where doing nothing is actually better than really searching for stuff. But we're also going to be talking specifically about Pocket Node or the Pocket Networks nodes, specifically with Pocket Thunder and running a node with Coder. A lot of people were asking me questions on which one's more profitable and doing some comparisons and specs. I've been waiting for about a week's worth of data from both, and now I have a little bit over a week's worth of data from running Pocket Thunder node and running a node with Coder, so I can give you guys the brass tacks, the numbers on which one of those is performing better. But first of all, let's just briefly, this is going to be sort of a quicker video. We'll briefly talk about kind of what has been going on over the past 2 weeks. So for the past 14 days, crypto has been having a pretty red week. So honestly, no matter what you've been doing, the best option over the past 2 weeks has been to sell your crypto for stable coins, which is why I haven't really been talking about too much or on my Discord, on my Patreon, or making YouTube videos because, there's times when crypto is red like this where you have a chance to kind of sit back, relax, and reevaluate what's going to do well in the future. FOMOing into every new thing is not the best idea. I know there's a lot of new NFTs that have come out that are very similar to the other ones, but honestly, most of this stuff has been performing pretty poorly. If you were to jump into this, there haven't really been good jump in, jump out points for a lot of this stuff. So waiting for sort of a refresh of the market is sort of what I've been doing. I've been waiting for it to see, what the next trend is going to be, what's going to be the next thing that's going to push crypto even further, and eventually it's going to come. But honestly, if it takes time, it takes time. To me, it's about finding quality over just quantity and shoving tons and tons of things into your face that will not really yield that big of a profit or any profit at all. So that's my general thoughts over the past 2 weeks and kind of why I've been sort of absent. It's been nice to get a little bit of a break. We have this like mini crypto winters. It's not too bad. You don't panic that much. Things will recover. So next up, let's go ahead and talk about Pocket Node or the Pocket Network comparison. So I made a little slideshow here just to kind of show you guys what's going on. So we have two different nodes here. We have ThunderPOKT, which just to give you a really, really quick overview, ThunderPOKT, you can stake any amount of Pocket tokens with ThunderPOKT. There's plenty of other videos and explanations on how to do that. I'll leave you the link to the sites. And again, it's pretty easy to figure out how to work with both of these. But nonetheless, ThunderPOKT does not have any minimums, while Coder has a minimum of at least 15,000 a pocket, which depending on the price is pretty expensive to get started with. All right, so we'll talk about Coder first. So these are just my rewards with Coder. Your results are going to vary, and by a day-to-day basis, things are going to vary too. And I'm going to talk mostly about percentages because, again, with crypto being as red as it is, dollars don't really make sense. If we're going to see crypto rebound 40% tomorrow or the next week, the dollar amounts are going to be completely different. But the percentage is what you want to pay attention to. So personally, I have about 30,000 Pocket tokens staked with the Coder platform, and you guys can read all the numbers here to get really specific on kind of what my earnings have been over the past week and over the past 24 hours of when I made this slideshow. But nonetheless, I'm making about, let's go back here, 709.3 tokens per node per week. So that yields a return of about 4.7% weekly, which is extremely good, we'll see, compared to the next thing. Now, with Pocket Node running this on Coder, if you're running less than 10 nodes, then they are going to do a 60-40 split with you. You get 60% of the rewards, they get 40% of the rewards, and that's just their way of paying themselves to run smaller amounts of nodes. So a lot of people were really stressed out about that, but honestly, those numbers make sense compared to every other node runner out there, including the next one we're going to be talking about. So if you're going to subtract 0.4 or 40% of that 4.7% weekly from what I'm earning from Coder, then I'm earning approximately 2.82% weekly on all of my nodes. That's what I get to keep in my wallet, and it's automatically sent there. No harm, no foul, no hassle. Honestly, it's just you give them the tokens, they run the node for you, and they pay out the rewards for as long as you want. And I'm free to withdraw those tokens whenever I want. If I don't want them to do the 60-40 split anymore, I can stop, wait the however long, I think it's like 30 days, get my pocket tokens back, and run my own node if I want to do that. All right, so next up we'll talk about ThunderPOKT. So ThunderPOKT, this is what I talked about earlier, about the fact that you don't have a minimum amount. So there's a couple of good things with this. Let me make sure I have my numbers correct here. So yeah, with ThunderPOKT, I staked about 50 of these things just because I wanted to kind of test the waters to see how it went. And with this, I earned about 2.8% weekly. So a little bit less, but pretty much the exact same as Coder weekly with ThunderPOKT. Now, of course, the risks involved with this is a it's a smart contract that's doing this. So if there's any problem with the TPOKT smart contract or any issue with the code whatsoever, that's sort of the risk that you're running. This is not actually running on the Pocket network. You're doing a lot of this stuff on Polygon, so keep that in mind. So comparing the two together, ThunderPOKT versus Coder. ThunderPOKT, again, 2.8% weekly, and that's compounded. So if you keep your tokens in ThunderPOKT, they're going to build on top of each other over time. You don't have to do anything, just hold the TPOKT tokens. With Coder, this is not compounded, and I wanted to put this in here. If you guys do decide kind of which one you're going to want to go for, we have ThunderPOKT here. Coder's 2.82% weekly. It's right here as well, not compounded. And then, of course, you have 4.7% weekly that you can make with a $300 monthly fee, not compounded, with a 10 node minimum. So honestly, that would be the best option unless you're running the node yourself and you're able to get these rewards. The best option is to have that 10 node minimum. That $300 monthly fee is going to be pretty much pennies. It's going to be nothing over time, but you're going to get almost double of what you're getting out of the running smaller amounts of tokens here. So that's the brass tacks, that's the numbers of all of this, guys. If you are looking to run your own nodes. Now, of course, keep in mind, Pocket is a completely brand new concept. So it's going to have its up days, it's going to have its down days. It could be very successful in the future, it could be a complete failure in the future, or anything in between. Better things could come out and replace Pocket nodes, so keep all those things in mind before you go FOMOing in and buying 10 nodes to stick in the Coder and make that 4.7% weekly. But nonetheless, I do think it has a lot of potential, and I do think that with these numbers that you're seeing right here, you guys can kind of make a better decision overall. But if you look out to the long term and see kind of where this thing is going to go, you can really make an educated decision on what you're doing with Pocket Node and Pocket Network overall. Now, the last thing that I'm going to mention is these rewards are going to decrease over time. Now, if you guys go to the Discord for Pocket Network, they do have a plan, and I think this plan was passed, where they're going to reduce the rewards, I think more than 50 or more than 60% over the next year or so. So the percent that you're going to be making weekly from this is going to be a lot lower as they reduce those rewards. But like with anything in crypto, that's actually a good thing, because it's going to reduce the supply, which is what a lot of people want. Lower supply, equal or higher demand, you're going to get a higher price. So that's kind of the early movers advantage for those of you who do believe in this thing long term. And if it does work out, you're going to be getting a really nice return right now, and the price could potentially go up a lot in the future if they do kind of reduce their rewards and this becomes more popular over time. So that's the way that I'm looking at it. If the price does continue to go down, I think the price right now is currently at about maybe 78 cents. So let's go ahead and check it out right here. If the price does go down more, I'll probably be purchasing up some more nodes, and I really do want to try to get to 10. Depending on how the crypto piece goes, we'll kind of see kind of where this goes overall. But these rewards can be extremely good if you guys are really looking into the future and seeing what this thing can do. That is everything for today, guys. We'll see when I make my next video. If something interesting and quality does come out, I will talk about it. But honestly, if it's more or less the same of what we've been seeing over the past 2 weeks, I'm not going to do that much trading. And you probably shouldn't be doing that much trading either if the markets are going to be super duper red. But like I said, if something interesting does come along, I will be passing that information to you guys. Catch you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and again, that Patreon is helpful for those green days. I'm not, like I said before, I'm going to keep saying this over and over again. I'm not going to keep shoving quantity in your face, not even on the Patreon. I'd rather shove quality in your face when the quality gets here, so be patient, guys. All right, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.